I'm a second-generation Tibetan refugee born in a Tibetan settlement in South India. Recently, I have co-founded a civil society organization called Manjushri Educational Services. One of the greatest challenges that the Tibetan community is facing right now is the lack of human resources. Manjushri Educational Services was established by a group of educators working on part-time voluntary basis. Manjushri Educational Services focus on early childhood education and early literacy. These two things we feel are two critical gap areas in Tibetan education. We have been doing some publishing work. We have been trying our best to publish pedagogically appropriate children's books. Last year we have published 5 books for children of very young age, and in future we have more plans to publish books that are in Tibetan language. What we have been doing in the past 1.5 years is to conduct workshops for the parents in different regions in India and to educate them about the importance of early childhood period. In the years to come, I hope that Manjushri Educational Services will grow to have a full-fledged organization with young Tibetans who are passionate about these areas in education.
We believe one of the best ways to improve the situation of Tibetans in exile, be it in the field of education, healthcare, or livelihoods, is to empower Tibetans themselves. One of the main approaches the Tibet Fund has been taking to achieve this goal is supporting Tibetan civil society organizations which have the potential to make a significant difference in their respective fields. We are helping them by supporting their projects with small grants and by building their capacity to become more professional organizations so they can make the greatest impact possible on critical needs of the Tibetan people.
Likewise, I would like to thank the Tibet Fund for all their philanthropic act in terms of helping Tibetan people in terms of their education, health, elderly cares, and likewise many other projects so far they have been initiating. So without their support, we could not even dream of doing what we have so far achieved. In the year 2013, Tibetan Supreme Justice Commission coordinated a national level conference of Tibetan lawyers, law students. After that conference, they have decided to form an association called Tibetan Legal Association. But after that, only Tibetan Legal Association in the name form is there. But since last 1 year, we officially have our own office. As per the consideration or wishes of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, we've been helping not only Tibetans but local Indians as well as foreigners. The main motto or the objective we as a Tibetan Legal Association have is to represent, to protect, to safeguard the legal interests of our Tibetan people in exile, to make Tibetan people aware about the rule of law about the host country, India. And on behalf of the Tibetan people suffering, we would like to speak. We, as a Tibetan Legal Association, is like a vehicle which has a desire to go many places but without a fuel. So Tibet Fund was a fuel which helped us to move places and do what we are best at doing.
My name is Tenzin Tarian, and I'm currently the co-founder of the organization called Chokmo.
I'm Kisang, and I'm a co-founder.
Chokmo is a Tibetan word which stands for a girlfriend. We wanted a name for our organization that was simple and relatable for people.
We have been working in the social service sector for quite a few years now, and we felt that even though there are a lot of social issues that are being addressing gender inequalities in the Tibetan community, that was really lacking. And the two areas that we really want to focus on are sexual and reproductive health and sexual and gender-based violence. And that is because we found that, especially in residential schools, there was a lot of stories that we heard, but people didn't want to talk about it, people didn't want to address it. We felt that this work needed to be done with even greater force, and it's high time that we address gender inequalities in our community. If not now, then when? We could actually say that if Tibet Fund wasn't providing us funding, then Tomo would actually not exist at all. We would really like to thank everyone who has donated to the Tibet Fund. If it weren't for the people who are donating whatever amount they can, I don't think this would be possible at all.